Hi, as you can see, I'm on the Azure project and I just configure Windows 2025 Server Database Center. So I'm going to log in as admin and show some of the work that I have done. All right, let's go in. That should have been all user. It's an administrator account, not auto user. Okay, network. All right, so I want to show that this is, let's look at the local server tab, and then we actually see that this has been promoted to a domain controller. It was in the work group, but has been changed to instancesources.com as I've been instructed in the direction of the assignment. And this is the server, the computer name. So I want us to go to Active Directory users and computers so that we can be able to see all of the organization units that I have created. All right. So as you can see, this is the parent organization unit where we have all of the users listed within and it's embedded with computers groups, student success center advisor, and so forth. So now we will move to the sub OUs. So these are the sub OUs. All right. So let's move to advisors, student success center advisors. We'll see that the security group is here. And then when we click this, we will be able to view all of the advisors that is found within. All right, we have advisor 1, advisor 2, advisor 3, and advisor 4 as contributing to Insan Success or Insan Student Success Center. So the reason for which I use this advisor dot last name is just an example, but in a real world I will use the person real name just for clarity. So we move to the all stars where we'll be able to see the managers and all of the stars. Okay, so as you can see, these are all of the advisors listed along with the SSC manager or Student Success Center manager, which is John Smith. So we will view the manager organization unit, which only shows John Smith. We come to the members tab, we see that we have John Smith here. So that's it for the organization unit. And the reason for which organization unit is very much important at the directorate is for group policy to be applied very easily. So it's like a box that has grapes, orange, and so many fruits. And anything that affects that box will also affect the fruits within. So I want us to move to another thing, which is the NTFS file permissions and the C draft. So there were two documents that I created. So we'll move to the file explorer. We will move to the file explorer and then we'll be able to view the documents that I set up. All right, so as you can see, this is the C drive. So we're on the C draft. All right, and then we come to student success center share. So these are the two documents that I created for NTFS. So here is the admin reports. We like to take a little view of it, and then inside we have the subfolder, uh, the file, which is the final admin report text. So we will view this. So I just created a little bit note that will be shared across the network. So now we will leave this and come back to the subfolder, and then we come to advancing documents. we see that we have final advice in the text. So as you can see, this is the note that I created. So for the admin reports, only the admin will have the permissions to rewrite and execute. But for the advising document, let's go back and see something. So for this advising document, uh, only advisors will be able to have access to also view. So now I I want us to log out and log in as the advisors or one of the advisors, and then we will also be able to log in as an administrator to actually implement or to see the NTFS file permission policy. Okay, now that we have logged out, we'll try to sign back in. So we will actually sign in as advisor, and then we'll try to or we attempt to access the admin folder. So now, sure, go in. Okay, password. All right, we have a little bit of network connection. All right, let's try to log in. All right, so now as we have logged in as advisor one, that's last name, or one of the advisors, I would like for us to go to the File Explorer so that we can be able to attempt to access the admin reports and see what's unfolding. So we come to the C drive. All right, then we come to Edge's Student Success Center share. Okay, I have the network problem here. This is a network problem. Okay, so now that we are in as advisors, we have permissions to view this. So you see that we have the final advising text that has been sent across the network. So if for instance we attempt to access the admin repos, there will be a warning that will be given. All right, this is it. So we can continue with this. So that's it. All right. So I'll log out and also attempt to log in as an administrator and to see what next again. So we'll be logging in as the manager, John Smith. All right. So this is the center manager. We are in as John Smith. Let me show you. All right. We are in as John Smith, which is the center manager. And then we will be able to go to the C drive and we'll be able to so this okay on my network now. All right, so this is the admin reports. And you can see that we can access the admin reports. We can read and write and execute. So basically that's it for the NTFS file permission that I have set up. So let us log out and be able to log back in as the administrator so that I can be able to show the default password. So we are logging in as the administrator to see the password policy. From there, I'll be able to go to the GPO. So for the desktop background policy and the default browsing, I actually set up the GPO, but I've tried so many times, but I don't know what's unfolding. It's not really applying to the client. Even the default browser, I even created a note in Notepad. That was a script and I included within the GPU, but still not working for me. Okay, not work. All right, so we're in the group. We're in the group. We are in as the the group policy also the default domain policy. Sorry, and then we come to edit to view what I've done here. So as you can see, we're in group policy management, and then these are the password. The maximum password is 90 days that I just set up. and this is the maximum password age 1 day, and we have 12 characters which will be entered for any other client that try to reset a password. So we will log out and log in as one of the client or the user and try to reset a password. So let us try to reset our password to see what happens. Okay, facing a very bad network. I'm so sorry. So we will enter this short password as an example to demonstrate the password policy for 12 characters. Alright, so let's try to set the password. No, it's a little bit slow. Alright, that's the message it gives. Windows can now complete the password change for advisors to does last name because the password does not meet the password policy. So we can see that it's actually working for 12 characters. So let us try to log out and log back in as an administrator so that we can be able to view the GPU. So I'll try to log back in as the administrator. Alright, so as you can see, we are in a group policy management. We have these GPUs that are created, and this is the browser policy. And as you can see, the link is enabled, but I don't know why it say that it's not ready applied. And this is the desktop policy. Alright, so now if I come to edit, we get to see that this has been linked. This GPU has been linked to, so these are the GPU that I created, the group policy object, but it's still not working. So basically that's it. And I'll try to do more research later so that I can be able to actually figure out what really happening. And I know in my next research I'll be able to do my best. So that's it.